After using ActiveCampaign for the last few years, I can't recommend it enough if you're looking to grow your business online. Now, if you ask anybody, they're going to say exactly the same thing. The money is in the list. So if you have a decent email list and look after it, you should be able to build a solid business foundation. After all, your email list is tangible. It's something you can download and print if you really want. All your social accounts, your Twitter, your YouTube, your TikTok, your Facebook, your websites, everything could get shut down. It could be at risk. We've seen this happen before. But if you have an email list, then that is king. This is why picking the right email software platform for you is so important. So in this video, I'm going to go through a few of the pros and the cons to give you a fuller idea if you're looking to go ahead and get it. And don't forget, stick to the end of the video where I'm going to show you how you can get access to a direct comparison from one of ActiveCampaign's biggest competitors. So here we are, ActiveCampaign, the pros and the cons. So let's start off with some pros. You get a free trial. Yes, you get a 14-day free trial with ActiveCampaign. It is so important to make sure that you make full use of that trial. So you get unlocked everything to start with. And of course, you can then start sending out emails, building automations to really get a feel of the platform and if you want to go ahead and use it. You can also schedule emails out. So I always find this really useful because if you want to set a sequence of events, let's say, for example, you're building up to a launch or you want to continue sending people emails after they've opted in, then having those scheduling options is so important. And of course, they give you email templates as well, which makes life so much easier. In fact, when I've done an email myself, I like to save that one because I put a lot of things in my footer, so I don't have to start from scratch every single time. This goes without saying, there is no setup fee. You start with a free trial and then you go ahead onto a paid plan, which I've covered in a separate video in this series, so make sure you go back and watch that after. Automations, yes, one of my all-time favorite things to do. You can actually build automations just like a flowchart. Remember back at school when you used to draw things out? There's so much easier to do like this, and it's one of the best features of ActiveCampaign for me. Now we're going to get on to some of the cons. So there is a learning curve. Now, if you're just starting out, then of course, yes, you've got to start learning exactly how to put things together. But if you're already out and about and you're doing business, then it shouldn't be too difficult. But again, if you're just starting out, there is a bit of a learning curve to start with. Now, some people have mentioned accessing past email campaigns has been difficult. Personally, I don't find it that hard. Once you've found the shortcuts to get there, you'll never have a problem with it again. Something else that's mentioned, there's not too many help videos. But I believe that if you go ahead and search on YouTube, you will find an answer to literally any question you've got about anything ever. So you're not going to have a shortage of where to find those answers. So as far as help video goes, there is a certain amount online within ActiveCampaign and you can access those as well. I'm guessing that those people which said they had a problem with help videos is they weren't looking hard enough. And some people have said they want it simpler to use. Yes, it's kind of like built into the learning curve side of things as well. I found that once you start doing something, you become more proficient at it. And of course, it's not going to cause too much trouble after that. And finally, some people have said it's expensive. Well, I always find that's kind of like relative to the individual. If you have a small list and it's costing you $9 per month, but you're selling programs or software or products or services for over $1,000 and you make one sale, is that $9 a month that expensive anymore? And of course, as mentioned before, I said I would go through a comparison between one of ActiveCampaign's biggest competitors, and that is MailChimp. So I've done this video here for you so you can compare the two one by one, side by side, mono a mono, and you can tell which one's going to be the best for you. So go ahead and watch that video next.